Okay, we're almost there, guys.
Are you ready to go?
Just a second. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, or good morning, whichever side of this here United States you're on. My name's Harry Hewlett. It's Dallas Songwriters Association's virtual global songwriter showcase, and we've got a good one lined up for you again today. We got 6 people. We got Joe Pafume. He's going to be out there in West Texas under a tree. And we got Ian Dickson. He's up there in McGee somewhere on the north side of Dallas. And then we got Edye Brookshire, hit songwriter, bona fide, been on the stage down there in Nashville and everything, and written songs and knows George Jones and what have you. And then we got Kat McGee. She's down in Austin, Texas, and that center of music down there. She's going to be singing to us from down there. And then we got Ace Pounder. He's kind of at large here in Dallas somewhere. And then we got Larry Beamer. He's up there in Plano. I'm pretty sure that's where he's at. And that will round up the show. Each person's got 30 minutes. They're going to do whatever they want to do to entertain us. And I'm going to switch you right now. We got Joe Pafume. He's a kind of a new member, but he's becoming a popular guy, and he's a really good buddy. And he's out there in my old home country, and we're going to... He's under a shade tree, and the sun's not working for us. But
I'm sitting in the shade, so if you want to see what I look like, you got to come here.
You can't move that spotlight a little bit more. We had a better spotlight picture a while ago. If you can, there you go. There you go. That's what he looks like. You have to kind of imagine if it turns dark. Well, that's what he looks like.
The wind's kind of moving it around on me.
Okay, Joe. Well.
It's not going to leave it be.
Okay, well, you got the spotlight, Joe, and let's see what it sounds like from. Matter of fact, I was talking to him a while ago, folks. That Dallas is about 300 miles over his right shoulder, if you can imagine that. He's out there at Edye, Texas, out there in Bob Wills' country.
Yeah.
And he writes some of them old songs, and he's going to sing them for us today. So, Joe, it's all up to you now. You got 30 minutes.
There went the light. Okay, baby's always with me, no matter where I roam, out and about or alone, at my home. She fills my life with purpose, gives me a reason to go on, no matter how long I live. She'll be my only one. In my heart there's no more room for any other gal. She'll always be my one true love, my buddy and my pal. Don't bother trying to fix me up with any other gal. My little gal's the only one I'll ever give a world. She's my love, she's my light, she's my ever-loving wife. Gives me purpose, fills my life with joy. Yeah, mother to a girl. She's also my best friend. When she came into my life, my search for love came to an end. So baby, go and do with me. No matter where I roam, out and about or here at home, I never am alone. She fills my life with purpose, gives me reason to go on. No matter how long I live, you'll be my only one. That's the first one. Let's see if I can pull another one out.
Okay, wait a minute. I got somebody who wants to clap for you. There you go.
Thank you for that one.
Hey, Joe. Between songs, I tell you what. Between songs, kind of lean into the light there so everybody can see what you look like.
The light went away. The wind blew it around.
Can you hold it up and just point it at you a little bit? We
Hang
want
on,
everybody to see how good
hang
looking you are.
Hang
All
on.
right. There
That's
he
what
is.
I look like.
That's Joe
Okay.
Pafume right there. Okay.
However, I'm not responsible for any damage to your monitors. That's on y'all.
Hey, I like that last song you did, Joe. That's a good song.
Now this one me and John Pronk wrote
Okay.
a long time ago. It took him 2 years to get the album out of the box. Y'all know what a sand plum is? It's one of them wild plums grows on the side of the road up here. I know one misses home like my belly. Mama's cooking in sand plum jelly. Sweetest words she'd ever tell me. Come get your biscuits and sand plum jelly. Mommy cooking ain't worth nothing, but I wouldn't give for a dumpling. I would get a plate of beans. I taste home cooking in my dream now. No one misses home like my belly. Mama's cooking sand plum jelly. Sweetest word she'd ever tell me. Come get your biscuits and sand plum jelly. Sand plums won't grow in Kentucky. If I find one, I'll be lucky. My home is on the Texas plains, where sand plums ripen after the rain. Now no one misses home like my belly. Mama's cooking in sand plum jelly. Sweetest word she'd ever tell me. Come get your biscuits and sand plum jelly. Sand plums on the side of the road. Pick 'em up by the bucket load. Fresh hot biscuits from Mama's oven now. That's what I call Southern loving now. No one misses home like my belly. Mama's cooking in sand plum jelly. Sweetest word she'd ever tell me. Come get your biscuits and sand plum jelly. That's sand plum jelly.
All right. Hey, I like that one too. I tell you what, Joe. Yeah. When you get to be a star, and we're gonna be able to say you got it. You got your start right here on the Dallas Songwriters Association's virtual global songwriter showcase, and you're gonna have to come back and give.
Next month, you're gonna tape me a star on the stage when I sit down there. And
Well, you're gonna have to come play for us for free at least once you hit the big time. And
I said you're gonna make me a star when I come to Plano.
Yeah, we're gonna.
You're gonna put a star on the stage.
We'll put a star on stage, right? Yep.
Yep. I'll be there next month.
Okay, well, we're looking forward
And
to
to
it.
meet a few of you folks anyway.
Play us another song. Play us another song.
Let's see, this one here, when I first came back home, we were living in Georgia for a while. That's another story. Anyway, I got woke up by a train. There's a set of railroad tracks not a little less than a mile away from the house. And about 5 or 5:30 every morning, there's a train comes through. And this one here, I remembered it coming through because it woke me up, and I wrote down a few words on a line of paper and came up with this one. That whining sound at midnight, lights burning deep inside. Old train is calling me aboard as it travels on its ride. To see the sights along the countryside as they travel on our way. Old train is calling me aboard, but something special makes me stay. Now my pride and joy is my family, my wife and I, the kids we raise. And I work hard every day, so I can't go that way. There's a longing deep inside of me, it's like a magnet pulling strong. But with my loving lady by my side, I just can't go along. Mama knows just how I feel. She knows my love is real. But she sees that far away. Look in my eyes as I'm longing for the thrill. She knows how much I'm yearning for the sights along the way. See the people in past towns as we pass on our way. Yeah, the clickety clack of the railroad track for me it's like a siren song. But with my loving lady by my side, I just can't go along.
Hey, I like that one too. Folks, Joe's coming to us from Edye, Texas up here. He's about 71 miles northeast of Lubbock and about that many miles or so southwest of Amarillo. And Dallas is like 300 miles over his right shoulder, right there between him and that smoker there.
Yeah,
He's
San
and you're
Antonio's about 8 hours away.
you're under a pine tree. Is that what it is?
I'm
Pine
under
tree
pine trees.
in
I
your
got,
backyard. Is that your backyard
got 6 pines right out here on my front lawn.
and your front lawn? Okay. Well, I love that view. That looks. I'd love to be out there. That's a beautiful place. So play us another song, Joe.
Yeah, this one here, I wrote it when I was, well, I didn't write it really. I woke up, the song was already there. I just put it on paper. I think you'll understand why I say that when you hear the song. I woke up this morning, saw a mouse watching me. sitting on his haunches, his hands folded in prayer, as if asking, what do you see? Well, I turned my head away, but when I looked back again, I no longer saw a mouse. I saw Jesus watching me. Because he lives in every creature that moves upon this earth. The mouse and regal lion are the products of his word. And every single day, as you move along your way, if you look through Jesus' eyes, you see his wonders and his word. Now this house he made for me is just as strong as a tree. And the song he gave can be heard in the waving grass, or the giggle of a wee tiny lass. The days keep marching on. Sometimes my soul gets a little weak, but I hear the rustle of the wind, and I know I hear him speak. Because he lives in every creature that moves upon this earth. The mouse and the lion are the products of his word. And every single day as you move along your way, you look to Jesus' eyes, you see his wonders and his word. I walk underneath the starry sky, I see the gleam in my lady's eye. Fathers of life, the children he gave me and my wife. The promise of redemption beyond the storm and the strife. Once again I marvel at the wonders of his life. Because he lives in every creature that moves upon this earth. The mouse and the lion are the products of his word. And every single day as you move along your way, you look through Jesus' eyes, you see his wonders and his word. Yeah, just look through Jesus' eyes, you see just how much he's worth. If you can't tell by now, I'm kind of conscious of doing song.
You hear all those people applauding?
I learned a long time ago that the only thing that drew me to the bar wasn't what was behind the bar, it was the sound system. Seems my world all changed today. Now baby's gone away. Why she left in mystery. I was down at Clancy's bar, looking at a car, and she didn't leave me. Now folks come up to me with a dose of sympathy, and I just don't understand what I did to make her run. I guess I was no fun. She They said I never let her see the sun. I tried to make her world seem bright, couldn't do anything right. Everything I did was wrong. I'm having trouble with my tablet. I work hard every day, and my friends all sympathize. They think they need to dry my eyes, but they just don't see. It's a different world for me. I was the one that I didn't see, but oh, how happy I am here. My friends all say she'll come back someday, but I'm so glad that lady went away. I kind of flubbed the lines a little bit because I didn't format this out in tablet first. But anyway, that was Baby Gone Away. This one came from an idea that Frank sent down to me, and when I sent the song back to him, it generated a complete album. H.L. there was a submarine, the darndest thing that you'd ever seen. The Honda was built by her namesake, made in the Civil War down on Mobile Bay. She was the darndest thing that you'd ever seen. H.L. Huntley was a submarine. Now the Yanks couldn't hear nor could she be heard. H.L. Huntley was a southern sailor. She went to Charleston to break the blockade with a gang with Yanks and kids there. The town needed aid. In the dark of night, in the daring rain, said a torpedo deep, and then she backed away. And with a mighty boom, the Yanks hell gave way. Each tonic went down in the bay. She was the darndest thing that you'd ever seen. Only was a southern sailor queen. Now her last first victory would be the last she seen. She took her crew to the bottom of the sea. 136 years they would lay before they see the light of day. Then the Henry was raised up from the depths. The captain and crew finally lay to rest in the Charleston cemetery. Came the final story of his story now. Yeah, the Yanks couldn't see no whiskey behind. Only couldn't serve me. That one there, like I said, that's kind of based on, there's a bunch of folks come out from Arizona. Because you figure they'd come from the desert since they're going to be working on the sea. And they raised her up. But she was the first successful modern day submarine. I got to think about what I'm going to play next, because
Well, you've got about 6 or 7 minutes. You just about done it, Joe.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. I got one or two more.
Okay.
Can't do that one because it's too split up. Take too much scrolling. I live out here in a little town that's only about 300 some odd people. And sad to say, but if you drive anywhere rural, you're liable to find a lot of old houses just falling down. If I can see the words to this, I'll try to sing it. Not working for me. Lord, I shouldn't have set up outside, I guess. There's a broken rocker on the porch. Ground is overgrown with weeds. That old tree spring is gone. The place looks so forlorn, but it's still home sweet home to me. Now it's a place full of childhood memories where I play among the cedar trees. Many folks would say how sad this place is looking so sad, but it's still home sweet home to me. It was here my daddy brought his wife, where they raised a little family. He worked hard every day. Mama taught us to pray, and it's still home sweet home to me. I can't pass this old town of mine without thinking of all the time I dreamed of the day I would move far away, see new things and places every day. As the years pass rapidly by, sometimes it brings a tear to my eye to know I'll never be as happy and carefree, and it's still home sweet home to me. And I'm going to go ahead and do one swan song because I do this every time I play.
Okay.
One that I wrote, but I can't help it. 'Cause some glad morning when my life is over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore, and I'll fly away. Now, fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah. hallelujah by and by. Fly away. Now just a few more days and then I'll fly away to that home where joys shall never end. And I'll fly away. Oh, I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah by and by. I'll fly away, fly away.
Okay, Joe, put that spotlight on you one more time so everybody can see what a good-looking fella you are.
I don't know if it'll work or not, but it'll That's it.
There you go. Joe Pafume, folks, from Hewlett, Texas. Joe, you did it. You did it, man. That's a great set. I can't wait to go back.
I would have this fixed by the time this day rolled around.
It couldn't have been more perfect. It couldn't have been more perfect. Okay, Joe, that's good. Let's see here. All right, folks. That was Joe right there. I'm going to take the spotlight away. Now, folks, this is Dallas Songwriter Association's virtual global showcase, and we're coming to you from all over the world, kind of. Today, I'm in Dallas, and all these people are in kind of different places in Dallas and wherever. And Joe, he's out there in West Texas. And now we got Ian Dickson coming up, and he's just shaking in his boots because he's got to follow and act like that. I don't know how he's going to do that, but I'm going to put him on the screen here. Ian, how in the world are you doing?
I'm doing well.
How are you going to follow that?
It's going to be tough, I'm telling you.
Well, welcome to the show, Ian. I can't wait to hear you say it. Ian Dickson from up in McKinney. I always try to call it Mansfield. I don't know why.
Not quite as far away as Joe, man.
Yeah.
He's out there. That was a great set.
Wasn't it?
I mean, it kind of has an old blues man, old Hank Williams kind of vibe.
Yeah.
That was great. I enjoyed that.
Okay, we'll play some songs, Ian.
I'll play one I haven't played in a long time. Foreman said it's been a bad year. Factory's running slow. Put your keys up on the table. We have to let you go. I know that you've been working here nearly 15 years. Hope you take this like a man, don't want to see no tears. Not what I planned. Watching my life crashing down. Not what I planned, I expected much more from this factory town. My wife said sign the papers, please don't make a fuss. You can see the kids on weekends, it's best for both of us. The life that we deserve now you just can't provide, and the choices that I've had to make have torn me up inside. Not what I planned, watching my life crashing down. Not what I planned, I expected much more from this factory town. Prison chaplain said, my son, though I don't know you well, tell me all that you've done wrong and I'll save your soul from hell. I said the only thing that I've done wrong was to let this all go down. We're expecting too much from this damned old factory town. We're expecting too much from this damned old factory town. I have to take off these headphones because I can't hear with these headphones for some reason. So Harry, I won't hear you very well, but
Well,
as long as you hear me, it'll be fine.
I hear you.
So this song was written when I realized that people weren't drinking as much whiskey as they used to. Just out of divorce court, sleeping on a concrete bench. How it got so bad, never know. My life's working to it, someone's thrown a monkey wrench. Gotta be a way to let it go. Nobody's drinking whiskey anymore. Just can't drown your troubles in low-carb beer. I'd wanted to start drinking when you walked right out my door, but nobody's drinking whiskey anymore. I went down to McKinney just to have a shot or two. All I could find was coffee shops and cafes. It'll take more than a latte to get this cowboy through. Somebody's missed the point along the way. Nobody's drinking whiskey anymore. Just can't drown your troubles in low-carb beer. I'd wanted to start drinking when you walked right out my door, but nobody's drinking whiskey anymore. This is for Harry. This is Harry's story. It's a sad one, but it's true. He sobered up through no fault of his own. Can't find a soul to drink with since she said we're through. His need for alcohol's been overblown. Nobody's drinking whiskey anymore. Just can't drown your troubles in low-carb beer. I'd wanted to start drinking when you walked right out my door, but nobody's drinking whiskey anymore. Nobody's drinking whiskey anymore. That was a silly song today. Okay, there will be more silly songs. It's okay. There will be more silly songs. This is not quite as silly. This is a song about New Orleans after Katrina. I wrote this after reading about a saxophone player whose house had been underwater for about 9 months and didn't do very well. He moved out and started a new life. I thought it was interesting. A lot of excuse me. A lot of musicians from New Orleans moved out to Austin because it's got a big music scene in Austin. And the people said the music changed. It sounded like somebody put gumbo in the chili. A house built by the levee down below the water line, eating oysters, playing trumpet, dealing cards and drinking wine, say la vie. Greasy nights, summer, and t-shirts sticking to my skin. Talk of storms out on the Gulf Coast, here to wash away our sins, say la vie. Never thought it'd wash away Big Easy. Never thought the Mississippi River'd ever wash away New Orleans, making nightmares of my dreams, c'est la vie. And seabirds flying inland, we shoot all at sea in the signs, watching tail lights on the highway in a never-ending line, c'est la vie. Curse that El Camino, parts spread all across the yard. They gave us plenty warning, man, it shouldn't be this hard, c'est la vie. Never thought it'd wash away Big Easy. Never thought the Mississippi River'd ever wash away New Orleans, making nightmares of my dream, c'est la vie. Count myself a lucky one, escaping with my life. I should have left the week before with my brother and his wife, c'est la vie. Nothing left to pack up, and so I moved to Baltimore. Now I spend my summers playing on the Jersey Shore, c'est la vie. Never thought it'd wash away Big Easy. Never thought the Mississippi River'd ever wash away New Orleans, making nightmares of my dreams, c'est la vie. Guess I'll find another dream, c'est la vie. Sounds like water dripping. Can you hear this okay, Harry?
Yes, can you hear me? You're coming through just fine. You're coming through just fine.
Yeah, I couldn't hear through the headphones for some reason. So I wrote this song based on just somebody talking about a woman. I had no idea who these people were. He just said that she said she's from Memphis, but she's really from Mississippi, and that led to this silly song. It is silly, I have to admit. Says that she's from Memphis, but it's really Mississippi. Says she owns a mansion, but she's sleeping on my floor. Says she drives a Bentley, but she hitchhiked here from Dallas. I don't believe her anymore. Oh, I don't believe her anymore. Her story just gets stranger than it was the day before. And there's weird stuff going on here, and it's too hard to ignore. I don't believe her anymore. She seems a bit distracted as she goes through the night, in that the flock of crows that's gathered round my doors. She's rifling through my closets and she's checking out my mail. I don't believe her anymore. Oh, I don't believe her anymore. Her story just gets stranger than it was the day before. And there's weird stuff going on here, and it's too hard to ignore. I don't believe her anymore. She asked She asked me for a lock of hair, some goat's blood and a feather. She dances after midnight and she quotes Marie Laveau. She draws pentagrams, lights candles, and she chants in ancient tongues. I don't believe her anymore. Or I don't believe her anymore. Her story just gets stranger than it was the day before. And there's weird stuff going on here, and it's too hard to ignore. I don't believe her. I don't believe her. I don't believe her anymore.
Hey, Ian, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
That is not a silly song.
I think it's a silly song.
No, that's not silly. That's. I mean, there's people like that out there.
Well,
I think I might have met that gal.
Yeah, it was funny. We got a friend who's kind of into the occult and all these strange things, and we're playing this song over at Six Springs Tavern, actually. And but 2/3 through the way the song, one of the girls we were singing with says, "Wait, that's Sharon."
yeah. That's just some people that could be a serious song, you know. So it's not. Anyway, it's a great song.
So this is a song about I'm not sure exactly what. Gotta tune this. Let me tune this first. Sunshine wakes me every day, the moonshine gets me high. Then it lets me down again and it leaves me wondering why. Seemed like such a good plan till my head came crashing down today. Well, that ugly old alarm clock keeps ringing in my ears. It's bringing dissatisfaction and a tidal wave of fear. I gotta make a living, gotta pay that rent somehow. Oh, every day I wake up feeling strong. Sunshine helps me carry on. Each night I fortify my soul, I knowing that it's gonna take its toll. Well, I tried a 12-step program, couldn't get past number 1. You gotta admit it's a problem, but I'm having too much fun. Got the sunshine in the morning, the moonshine late at night. Well, it's all a bit confusing. I'd like to run and hide, but I keep my eyes wide open and my eyes inside the ride. Got the sunshine in the morning, moonshine late at night. Some people got their demons, you can see it in their eyes. But if you watch them long enough, you'll see through their disguise. They got the sunshine in the morning, they got the moonshine late at night. I think we should have at least one sad song. This is my sad song. My mother had Alzheimer's, which was not a pretty thing to watch. And I play assisted living places, and I've seen many cases now where couples are separated, where one of them stays together mentally and the other one can't. It's kind of sad to watch, but it's also a little uplifting that they keep caring for each other. So I wrote this song. This is my sad song for this set. know I've heard her laugh before as she wheels me down the hall. And she mentions names and places that I just can't recall. Her voice sounds so familiar, but something's not the same. And why can't I remember her name? Clothes are so much brighter than the folks who care for me. And there's a fog around my thoughts that hide some faded memory. She takes me back down to my room to watch the football game. And why can't I remember her name? Memories are out there, just beyond my reach. Struggle for the words to ask her why. Wipes the cheek and whispers, it's such a shame. And why can't I remember her name? She moves just like an angel in this early afternoon, and I ride her wings to memories and the smell of her perfume. I think I used to love her, and I still feel the same. But why can't I remember her name? And why can't I remember her name?
Good song, Ian.
Got time for a couple more here, Harry?
Yeah, you got about 8 more minutes.
Okay. I'll do a couple, then if there's any time left, I'll do a third one.
Okay.
So this song originally started out being a song about a bird. And it ended up being a song about the circle of life. Funny how that works. I wrote it after watching Osprey flying down the Columbia River. I lived my life on Columbia River, just a few miles from the Bonneville Dam. And high on a pole that marked the ship channel, I provide for my family the best that I can. I am the king of Columbia River, and everyone smiles as I take to the sky. They follow my arc as I glide across the water. They can't look away when they watch me fly by. They watch me fly by. The summer breeze blows and I soar the ridges, and I dive for the fish in the shallows below. When the summer breeze blows me, I burn with my family, as the winters are warmer in old Mexico. 'Cause I am the king of Columbia River, and everyone smiles as I take to the sky. Follow my arc as I glide across the water. They can't look away when they watch me fly by. They watch me fly by. It's 17 years on Columbia River, and that's a few more than most of us see. And soon I'll dive down and I'll drift with the current out to the ocean. That's the way it should be. Mountains belong to the eagles. The hawks hunt the highways from the telephone wires, and the owls own the nights, and the kestrels the fields. This river is all I desire. 'Cause I am the king of Columbia River, and everyone smiles as I take to the sky. They follow my arc as I glide across the water. They can't look away when they watch me fly by. They watch me fly by. Hey, I'll retune this a little bit, and then we'll do one more.
Okay.
This is my tribute to the blues. Get yourself a song and sing it out in the field. Get yourself a song, sing it out in the field. Sing about something, but not what you really mean. Sing about something, but not what you really mean. Wanna find me a woman to sweep my front porch clean. Take her to Chicago and make that big town dance. Take her to Chicago and make that big town dance. Oh, no, gonna love you if to give him half a chance. So grab yourself a bottle and drag it across some guitar strings. Grab yourself a bottle and drag it across some guitar strings. Ain't no finer sound of the way it rings. Get yourself a song, sing it out in the fields. Get yourself a song, sing it out in the fields. Don't make it a sad one, don't let them know how you feel. Well, thank you, Harry. Thank you for doing this.
Ian.
I always have fun doing this.
Thank you, Ian. It's such a You're such a great songwriter. Appreciate you coming and playing for us. Ian Dickson, folks, he's up there in McKinney, and we'll have him back again one of these days. And Ian, that was a great set.
Well, thank you very much.
You're free to go do whatever you want to do now. So thank you. But you want to hang back. You want to hang around and listen to this next lady though. I know you do. Okay, move the spotlight, folks. We are so fortunate to have this next lady. She's a hit songwriter and singer-songwriter, and she did something unusual. She had a real job, and she raised her family and everything right here in Dallas, and she sang all over town, and she had a career in Nashville also. I think Billy Joe Spears and Janet McBride, they recorded some of her songs, and she was on stage with George Jones and Marty Robbins and people like that, and she managed to have that career. A lot of people can't do that, but she did it, and she's a bona fide songwriter, and we're so lucky to have her. And I'm going to give her the screen right now. There you go, folks. Edye Brookshire. Edye, how you doing?
Good. Do I have my sound on?
You've got your sound on, and you look real pretty. And
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel better already.
So what you gonna do for us today?
Well, this first song is from a woman's point of view. You know, these guys write all these love songs about the ladies and the girls, and so this one is to you guys, but it's the woman's point of view.
Okay.
You're the kind when women look at you, they always say, well, he could eat his crackers in my bed any day. You've got hair that was just made for running fingers through. I know 'cause I can see you from a woman's point of view. Now I don't mind them looking long as all they do is look. But sometimes seeing the cover makes you wanna read the book. I know just what they're thinking. I have thought the same things too. I know 'cause I can see you from a woman's point of view. I know there's lots of girls who wait to love you if I don't. But I wouldn't have a man that no one else would want. The way you have with women is what attracted me to you. I know 'cause I can see you from a woman's point of view. Now I don't mind them looking long as all they do is look. But sometimes seeing the cover makes you wanna read the book. I know just what they're thinking. I have thought the same things too. I know 'cause I can see you from a woman's point of view. Yes, I know 'cause I can see you from a woman's point of view. And that's the truth.
Tell you what, Edye, if you could sing a little closer to the microphone there, your voice, you've got a really good balance, but we can hear your voice a little bit more if you can do that.
Let me check the volume on that. See if it's on yet.
Yeah.
I'll see if I, maybe a little closer.
Just a little closer.
Okay. The gentleman a minute ago did a sad song. This one is kind of a sad song, but you know, it's the truth for many young girls. I guess we write songs about life. The dusty old room was the setting, and the organ screamed bride who wore a lavender veil. Church music and flowers are for good girls, white gowns with long streaming trails. There was more shame than love in the heart of the bride who wore a lavender veil. Did she wish that she were back playing with dolls instead of marrying to have it fail? Too old to play with toys, too young to play with life, so the bride wore a lavender veil. Church music and flowers are for good girls, white gowns with long streaming trails. There were no friends around to throw rice at the bride who wore a lavender veil. At the bride who wore a lavender veil.
I love that song. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you very much. Now this next song is another one that we wrote. This one I co-wrote with another lady, and Faye Keys is her name. And this one is about the ladies that love their guys and their men enough for some of the things that they would do for that man. I see the golden sequins and think that they must glow, just like the love I call my own and never will let go. To keep a happy home now is how it's toils and snares. To please the one that I love, I'd even be known to wear 1,000 sequins, 10 feathers and a fan is the costume that I'd wear if that would please my man. Behind the footsteps 5 nights a week I'd stand, wearing 1,000 sequins, 10 feathers and a fan. The gold that I found at the Rainbow's End was just enough to make me a simple wedding band. The one who's with me now, all of his love does share. I'd do anything he asked, even if it were to wear 1,000 sequins, 10 feathers and a fan is the costume that I'd wear if that would please my man. Behind the footlights 5 nights a week I'd stand, wearing 1,000 sequins, 10 feathers and a fan. Wearing 1,000 sequins, 10 feathers and a fan. You know, somebody just might do that.
That's right.
Now, this one really is a sad song. It's partially true. We've heard stories about many times people will send their kids to church and they don't take them. And there's all kinds of reasons or excuses. Maybe they have the lawn to mow, or they're too tired, or they have a headache, or whatever the reason is. And this song is a story about this little girl that was taken to church that day. As I drove back to church that day, there were people in the street. I thought, what a strange place for such a crowd to meet. Then the chilling hand I fear reached out and touched my world. Someone said a drunk driver had struck a little girl. Kelly and her Bible were laying on the ground. The pictures she had painted were scattered all around. I heard the kindly doctor say, the little girl is gone. I took her to Sunday school, but the angels took her home. She woke us up so we had time for us to dress and go. You had an awful headache and I had the lawn to mow. Now the flowers and the music won't take my guilt away. She might be home if I had stayed at church with her that day. Kelly and her Bible were laying on the ground. The pictures she had painted were scattered all around. I heard the kindly parson say, the little girl is gone. I took her to Sunday school, but the angels took her home. I took her to Sunday school, but the angels took her home.
That is really a sad song, but it's such a story though. You tell it so well that you can just see it.
Well, I thank you. I appreciate that. I guess I do. You know, when I write songs, I I kind of have something in mind, and it is a story. And for me, now this is just me. I don't know everything, and I'm not the best writer in the world. But to me, for a song to make sense, you have to have a time, a place, and a reason.
And there's a
And if
real
you put
message
that all
there.
together, it will tell a story. And the time could be yesterday when you were young, it could be tomorrow, it could be today, and the place could be anywhere you're writing about. And the reason is whatever the reason is.
Yeah,
And you put those together, and you will have
and a
a
hit
story.
song. Yeah,
Well, this next song is one that I wrote as a result of I usually play in a full band, so it's a little hard for me to well, I do single acts myself too, but a lot of times I have a full band, and it makes it easier. You feel like they cover your mistakes. But my band was in a battle of the bands contest one time, and before we were through with the set, one of the guys said, "Edye, I think you should yodel." And I said, "Oh, I don't know. Are you sure?" And they, "Yeah, I think you should. It's a novelty. It's different." So I did a yodel song, and it was a very old, like Elton Britt or I don't know who all did this. But it was popular many years ago. And that one was called Chime Bells. Well, we won the band contest, and one of the judges said, "You're going to have, we won a recording contract to do a record, this one." And they said, "You need to write a yodeling song because that's what won you the contest." And the guy said, "See there, I told you." but no one yodels anymore. And my uncles and my family, they did all of the old time yodels, and um, they were different from what Elton Britt or Sunshine Ruby or some of those that did. And so I don't know. I don't think I yodel like anyone. I'm just Edie. That's why this is one I wrote. Out on a mountain peak high in the sky, I look down below at the beautiful sight. I feel close to heaven at what I see. I know down below someone's waiting for me. I'll yodel down to him, yellow water lady, and if he answers, that means he loves me. Like a mockingbird singing, yellow water lady, he's yodeling back to me. Yellow water lady, yellow water lady, yellow water lady, hello, yellow water lady, oh water lady, hello. I can't wait to see him, he's so far away. We talk to each other our own special way. He'll come to see me as soon as he can, but we'll have to yodel till then. And I'll yodel down to him, yellow water lady, and if he answers, that means he loves me. Like a mockingbird singing, yellow water lady, he's yodeling back to me. Yellow water lady, oh water lady, yellow water lady, hello, yellow water lady, oh water lady, hello, oh water lady, oh water lady, oh water lady, hello, yellow water lady, oh water lady, hello. And that's about it. You know, as I mentioned, I've had a big flood here at my recording studio, and the frozen pipes flooded everything, and a lot of my equipment is or was wet, got to be replaced or repaired. And I have other songs, but today these are the ones that I just picked out that's just off the cuff. And I think all of us have our stories about our songwriting. And, you know, I just love to play music and have fun with it. And I think that's the variety of my writing. But I do blues and I do country and I do a lot of gospel songs at my place in Oklahoma first Saturday every month. That's what we do is gospel and country grass. But I think we should do what we enjoy doing. And if you like to write, like to play and sing, just keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. Yeah, you're doing a great job. You've done a great job.
Thank you.
And it sure is a pleasure having you here today.
Oh, thank you. I've had a really good time. Y'all are fun folks. I'm
Well,
anxious to meet you in person sometime.
well, I'm gonna come up there to your deal one of these days, and we'd love to have you come down and do our on every the what is it on the fourth Thursday of every month we do Love and War on stage.
Oh, okay.
It,
Is
it, it,
that
it's like an open mic thing, but
uh,
if you ever decide you want to come down, we'll give you a special spot.
well? My
The
goodness,
food is great, by
I
the way.
didn't know I was special.
Of course.
I
Yeah,
get a special spot.
you get a special spot. Yeah, you will.
Well, I will. I would love to do that sometime. Fourth Thursday
Fourth Thursday, yes, like 7 to 9
okay.
o'clock. It's Love and War in Plano.
In
They've got a
Plano.
nice,
Okay.
yeah, they've got a nice stage up there too. It's really
Well, I've
nice.
never been there. Do you do only originals or do you mix it up?
Well, we try to do only originals, but you can do covers there. They, you know, that's it's allowed. They
Yeah.
allow it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for having me, and I've enjoyed the
Well,
other
you've
people
got 10 more
before me.
minutes to go.
Well, I would just have to talk.
All
No, do
right.
you want me to? No, I have other songs that I've written, but I
Do
just didn't have them
you not prepared to do any more
prepared because
songs?
I'm
Well, why don't
sorry.
you tell us a little bit about your background and how you got to be a songwriter and a little bit about Nashville
Well,
and stuff.
okay. I grew up in a musical family. My mother's family all played, and my grandfather and my grandmother had their 4 children, and which was my mother and her sister and 2 brothers. And during the Depression, many years ago, they could make money playing music when there were no jobs. And they would make nickels and dimes in tips, which was more than a lot of people made working when there were no jobs. And so they did pretty well for those times. They would just go downtown to the local town, either Greenville, Texas, or Sulphur Springs or somewhere, and play their music. And I grew up playing with them, and my grandpa showed me my first 3 chords. And then as I got a little older, my aunts and uncles were playing out different places, and I started being allowed to play with them sometimes. And my aunt became a really fine champion fiddle player. So I started accompanying her, and that's how I learned guitar, was backing her. And then we played several things together through the years. And then as I got older, through high school, I played rock and roll in a band. And even now, sometimes I do some blues and rock and roll and old time rock and roll stuff, and for our dances that we play. But then uh, I was on several of the local TV shows, Joe Bill's Country Picnic and Cowboy Weaver and Ron Rice, and several Biggie Jamboree. I was on that one regularly. And then I was working at the Army and Air Force Exchange Service, and because of the type of job it was, and our benefits, I was able to accumulate a lot of leave time, either vacation leave or sick leave. And because of the job I had and the benefit of being able to save my vacation leave, it enabled me to go to the Country Music Awards, and some of the things that I qualified for, I was able to do, or some of my playing jobs, because of the leave time that I could accumulate. And so I had 2 children and was married, and with a daytime job, I was able to work weekends and all the time. And my mother was killed in an accident, and I'm the eldest of 7 kids. And one by one, my sisters came to live with me and my husband, and they were my built-in babysitters. And the kids loved them. They think my sisters are their sisters, and so it allowed me to play my music and not have to worry about my kids being cared for. And so I continued to play and I continued to work. And now I retired from the Army and Air Force Exchange Service, and I have my retirement, and I can play music anytime I want to. And I have that place in Oklahoma. I've had it 25 years, and it's a little cabin in the woods, but it's 40 acres with deep woods and a big creek in the back, and it's a great place to go hang out. And so that's what I do a lot of the time. And but first Saturday every month, April through October, is when we have the music up there.
So
And
what
everybody's
do you do?
welcome.
What kind of a music event do you have up there?
It's gospel and country grass, country music and bluegrass, whatever anybody wants to play, old time rock and roll. But it's out in the country, and I have a 53-foot flatbed 18-wheeler truck bed that we made into a stage.
What could be
So
more
you can
country than
say,
that?
I can say I was on the big stage.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. And uh, tell us a little bit about Nashville. You were in Nashville, right? On the
I've been in Nashville several times. In fact, it's so funny. sometimes when I'm playing, they'll say, and I appreciate it. I feel blessed, and I'm very thankful that someone will pay me a compliment. But they say, you ought to go to Nashville. And I said, I've been there a lot of times. And then when I am there, if I'm hanging with some of the locals, I enjoy hanging around the local musicians and hearing their stories and everything. Only big names make big money in Nashville. I mean, the locals, they have jobs. The guys and their wives usually work, and if they're strictly a musician, they have more than one job, different places throughout the week, because many of those theaters are not open every single night of the week. And this COVID has been hard on all of us as far as our music, playing gigs. And but anyway, I've been to the Country Music Awards. I qualified twice, and my husband and I stayed at the Ramada Inn in Alabama. Happened to stay there that night, and we all had breakfast together the next morning. But the fun thing about it is, after the awards, they always have a big stand-up social. There are no tables and chairs. You just stand around and visit. And it's really a neat thing because many of those people are just like us. They haven't always been big names, and they treat me just like I'm one of them, and I'm a local nobody. I've done all of the things with all the big names. I've been on stage with so many of them, but I'm not rich and famous. I'm just a local person that still loves to play music, and I guess I always will as long as I can. But I love my musician brothers and sisters, and we always have a good time together. I don't burn bridges. You never know when you may have to call that person that's a good steel guitar player or a fiddle player or lead guitar. You may never know when you may need them again. So
Don't
it's
burn
good
bridges.
to not burn bridges.
That's right. Well, Edye,
But anyway,
it's been so wonderful to have you, and it's always wonderful to visit with you and hear about that kind of stuff. And I want you to know that you're probably an inspiration to this next young lady that's going to play, because she is a lawyer and she's got a really good job, and I don't think she's ever going to give that job up. She's down there in Austin. She lives down there in Austin now.
I'll be anxious to hear her.
But she's of the caliber and the quality. She could be a singer songwriter, and I expect we're going to hear from her one of these days. And I'll just put y'all on the screen together here. We're gonna do this. I want you to meet this young lady. Edye Brookshire, meet Cat McGee. Cat McGee, meet Edye Brookshire.
Hello.
Hello, Pat.
Nice to meet you. And I just so enjoyed your set, especially that yodeling was fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Where do you live?
I live in Austin, but I'm from Dallas originally.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm loving it down here. It's a lot of fun. But I just moved here and looking to meet lots of people down here, musicians and songwriters.
Yeah.
Cat, I expect to hear you write a yodel one of these days. Remember, I think you got to do it in 3/4 time. Is that right? Is 3/4 best for yodeling?
Oh, it doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to be.
Like the Cowboy Sweetheart is a real fast yodel, but it's not. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, that
3/4
was
time.
That was crazy.
Okay. Well, Edye, thank you very much, and we'll get you on here again one of these days. And I want to see you at Love and War. We got to get you on the stage at Love and War. So.
Oh, okay.
And thank you so much for.
I'd love to see y'all.
Thank
Come
you
on
so much
down.
for playing for us, and I wanna give the spotlight to Cat now, and you can sit back and relax down and enjoy the show. Thank you,
And here's Cat.
Cat McGee. Cat, how
Wow.
you doing?
That was a great intro.
Well-
Good. Now I'm doing all right.
Okay, well play us some songs, Cat.
Well, all right then. Running through the streets in the summertime, burning my feet, but I didn't mind so long as I could keep up with you, keep up with you. Setting off firecrackers in the neighbor's yard, knocking on doors, turning, running hard, down through the alleys of our neighborhood, of our neighborhood. Well, if you must leave, if you must go, oh, tell me so. Better watch out for the old man at the end of the street. They say he's buried bodies there, he's still packing heat. And I hear there's a ghost in the house 3 doors down. I dare you to go over there and take a look around. Well, if you must leave, if you must go, oh, you better tell me so. Running through the streets in the summertime, pushing our luck, crossing the line. But we always made it home by dinner time. We almost always made it home by dinner time. Well, if you must leave, if it's time to go home, oh, 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 you better tell me so. Summertime, it is here. Thank you. Wow, listen to all that applause. All right. She was from Paris, Texas. He was from Cairo, Illinois. They both loved those wide open spaces since they were a little girl and a little boy. She grew up in the rolling grass, cows and chickens for friends. He grew up in the cornfields at the crossroads, the Mississippi and the Ohio. Ooh, 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 ooh. They met in a gift shop right off the interstate. Both bought a trinket for someone back home. Gave the gifts to each other at the Dairy Queen, eating ice cream cones. Talked about dogs and heaven, about longhorns and cornmills, about the old ways that are gone. Now it's just punch the clock and pay the bills. Ooh, ooh. Ground in Arkansas, a few acres in a mobile home, dogs and cows and corn and chickens and cats and goats, just a place to call their own. Ooh, 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 ooh. Thank you. It's a place of their own. All right, this is called Hummingbird. Drove to Texarkana to see my father on his 85th birthday. Sitting in his backyard, talking about the birds. We didn't know what else to say. Cardinals and blue jays, crows, robins and wrens. Then he spied a hummingbird. He said, well, that one comes around here every year. I said, that reminds me when I was a kid. When I was a kid, Ponce de Leon of the alleys, St. Francis of the Straits, charting my own maps and climbing mimosa trees where the hummingbirds play. He said the hummingbirds don't sing, ain't that a shame? I said the song is in their wings. He turned and looked at me, closed his eyes, all he could do to keep from crying. When I was a kid, Ponce de Leon of the alleys, St. Francis of the Straits, charting my own maps and climbing mimosa trees where the hummingbirds play. I made one last trip to Texarkana to lay that old man to rest. The birds were singing in the cemetery trees. I was looking for that hummingbird. When I was a kid, Ponce de Leon of the alleys, St. Francis of the Straits, charting my own maps and climbing mimosa trees where the hummingbirds play. When I was a kid, Ponce de Leon of the alleys, St. Francis of the Straits.
Cat,
Yes, sir.
you have the most lonesome sounding ooh that I think I've ever heard. You do that better than anyone I've ever heard, I think. You gotta
I need to
You got to
yodel.
capitalize on that somehow. That's so
Thank you,
beautiful.
Harry.
Great job.
I only do it because I don't have, anyone backing me up. I don't have any horn players or
Well, I tell you what, it works.
guitars.
It works.
All right. Thank you, Harry.
Yeah.
All right. This is called Save a Place for Me. Well, you got to the dinner table before me. Won't you save a seat for me? Oh, won't you save a seat for me? Oh, please, I know you will. And you went upstairs to bed before me. Won't you save a place for me? Oh, won't you save a place for me? Oh, please, oh, please, I know you will. And you boarded the train before me. Won't you save a seat for me? Oh, won't you save a seat for me? Oh, please, oh, please, I know you will now. And you cross the river before me. Won't you save a place for me? Won't you save a place for me? Oh, please. Please, oh, I know you will. Oh, I know you will. Thank you. I tend to think of that as the slightly gospel-y sort of song, the most gospel-y song I've ever written.
Slightly gospel-y.
Slightly, it's gospel-esque.
Gospel-esque.
All right. Well, going from gospel-esque to,
Does that have a dash in it?
yes, yes,
Would-
gospel-esque.
Okay.
I guess you could spell it all as one word, Harry, if you want to.
Okay.
All right, this is Four Guns and a Mercedes. Well, I forgot my lyric there. He got into his car and he drove quietly out of town. Nobody noticed, they were all looking down into those deep dark holes that don't ever spit. Wondering what went wrong. Before long they'd get to the bottom of it. Oh, and dreaming of a gusher and dancing in black gold, but all the deals too good to be true, they've already been sold. As he drove across that West Texas blacktop, he thought just one more con, but Harold Snake Oil was just about gone. Yeah, they chased him from courtroom to courtroom and all the way to Hades. He got out of town with nothing but 4 guns and a Mercedes. Ooh, and dreaming of a gusher and dancing in black gold, but all the deals too good to be true, they've already been sold. Ooh. Took all that he had and they put it up at auction. All those houses and fancy cars, big gold watches. Yeah, they even found his yacht docked down in the Caymans. He had it coming. Judge said, son, no more smooth sailing. Oh, and dreaming of a gusher and dancing in black gold, but all the deals too good to be true, they've already been sold to some sucker down the road. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, they chased him from courtroom to courtroom and all the way to Hades. He got out of town with nothing but 4 guns and a Mercedes. owns a Mercedes.
You know, Cat, there was this guy in Abilene named Billy Saul Estes. Have you ever heard that name, Billy Saul Estes?
I have, yeah.
It sounded just like this guy, but he was selling fertilizer. He wasn't oil, but that song would have fit him to the T.
Yeah, there's a lot of those guys rambling around out there
In Texas, yeah.
Yes, it's
Anyway,
true.
great song.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's. I actually came up with that idea when I was flipping through some Chapter 7 filings. So even something as dull as paperwork in a Chapter 7 filing can serve as a song.
Well, that's a lawyer song then. Okay.
That's right, my one and only lawyer song.
So three chords in the truth right there.
That's right, man. That's right. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't know if Buck Morgan's watching, but I thought I'd, just in case, play the cat song.
I'll make him listen.
All right. This is Ronnie. Yeah, this song was inspired because he posted on Facebook one day his cat had gone missing, and he was quite distraught, as you can imagine. So, again, plenty of fodder for a song. I've got a cat named Ronnie. Ooh, she mighty ornery, but she's good to me. Mm-hmm. Sweet as a kitty cat can be. Ooh. Well, one night Ronnie ran right out the door. Shot past me fast as a rocket, disappeared into the big dark night. Mm-hmm. And I was sure that I'd lost her. No, 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 Ronnie, come home. Mm-hmm. I called her name day and night up and down the street. Neighbors all shook their heads at my pleas. They said, a kitty cat don't come when you call, but they do. Son, her fate will remain a sad mystery. No, Ronnie, come home. Just when I'd given up all hope, Ronnie sauntered back through the door, acting like it was any other day. Oh, Ronnie, don't you, oh, Ronnie, don't you, oh, Ronnie, don't you stray. Oh, Ronnie came home. Ronnie come home.
Was his cat named Ronnie?
Her name was Veronica,
Veronica?
but she went by Ronnie.
Ronnie.
And she did come home.
I went fishing with Buck last weekend. There's a bunch of us went down there to Port Aransas.
Oh, I love Port Aransas.
And he and I played with Ricky Jean Wright last night up at Porta di Roma. So I'll make sure he hears that song. I'm going to send him your... Did I just see a cat behind you?
Yeah, speaking of cats, my cat has decided that he wants to make an appearance.
What's your cat's name?
His name is Cinder.
Cinder. All right.
His name was actually Cinderella when he was first born. He was named by a little girl who loved Disney films. Then we learned he was a boy, so we just made it Cinder. All right. Let's sing Quicksilver River. About my trip out to the Big Bend area. I got to the Big Bend, all bent out of shape. I walked through the desert under the late summer rains, eased all my aches. Went down to the river, looked to the other shore. Gonna cross these waters, Quicksilver River, Quicksilver River. Met the spirits of an Apache warrior named Victoria and his fierce sister Lozanne. He cried, I will not surrender one hair of a horse's tail, and across the river to his death he went. Met the spirits of a woman and her children on the run for the border, devil hard on their heels. She cried, we can just make it across the river into Mexico. We'll be free, we'll be free, we'll be free. Gonna cross these waters, Quicksilver River, oh, Quicksilver River, oh. This is the Eden of the West, dinosaur bones and nation songs, ghost towns of mercury mines long gone. Here I find my rest, the Milky Way reeling overhead, this river of life and death. Gonna cross these waters, Quicksilver River, oh, Quicksilver River, oh, ooh, ooh.
You got about 6 more minutes.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Have you done Murderous Town yet?
I have not done Murderous Town.
May I request it?
You may.
Okay.
And I will honor your request.
This is an official request.
You
Murderous
like the
Town.
you like the fast version or the slow version? I can do a blended version.
Do a blended version. There you go.
We'll do that then. It's a murderous town. I wanna tear it down. It's a murderous, oh, a murderous town. Well, you ripped them off, but I can't call the cops because you paid them off. Well, what are they good for if you don't get what you paid for? It's a lying town. I wanna burn it down. It's a lying, oh, a lying town. About 3:45, awakened by pounding at my door. You sent your thugs for more. Well, what are they good for if you don't get what I paid for? It's a murderous town. Oh, I wanna tear it down. It's a murderous, murderous town. I wanna tear it down. I want to tear it down.
I love it. One more.
One
Encore.
more?
Encore.
Encore. All right, what have I got here? Let's see here. Well, I know it's Father's Day coming up, but this is my mom's song. This is called Queen Anne's Rules. Her name's Anne, so. She always knew who got their hands in the cookie jar. She always knew when you were lying. Well, don't tell me you're sorry. You better apologize. Those were Queen Anne's rules. Well, don't leave this house with your shirt tail hanging out. You weren't born in a barn. Try to break free of her gravity, but you wouldn't get far. Oh, those were Queen Anne's rules. Oh, she taught me to know the world and learn the game, and then break all the rules that you can, but never, darling. Never, never, never break Queen Anne's rules. Well, she got up every morning, the wolves were howling at the door. She sent us off to school and she went off to war. Come hell or high water, on a wing and a prayer, no holds barred. Those were Queen Anne's rules. Queen Anne's rules. Mind your mama, y'all.
Thank you so much, Cat McGee.
Thank you, Harry.
That was a wonderful set. Wonderful set. And,
I always have fun with the show.
yeah, well, we'll get you back again and again and again. And so, yeah, Austin's treating you okay, huh?
I'm liking
you all
it here.
settled in, and you got good neighbors and stuff?
Well, there's too many college students down here, but I'm just a cranky old woman now, and
Get off my grass.
get on my grass. Yeah, so or stop smoking the grass would be more of the problem. So, but no, I love it here. It's beautiful, and it's just more laid back, and it's definitely not Dallas.
I saw this cartoon. It's kind of funny. This older couple, they was driving down the road across the country, and This guy sitting there had long hair, thumbing the ride, and the lady turns to her husband. She says, "Don't stop. He looks like a college student."
Yeah.
So anyway, hey, great set, Kat. Great set.
Thanks, Harry. Thanks, y'all.
Okay, and we will see you next time.
Okay.
Okay, remove spotlight. There's me. Okay, let's get me off of here as quick as we can. Now we're going to switch gears, folks, and this is one of my favorite guy singers. So it's a good thing he's a
Thank you,
guy,
my
because
friend.
these last two gals would be hard to follow.
Oh, beyond hard to follow. I
This
just
is-
wanted to say, Harry, before you stop,
Yeah.
if I meet people from all over the world, and I have friends all over the world, and I try to tell them about Texas music. And one of the things I always tell them is that a huge part of Texas music is the strong woman influence. And if anybody had any doubt about that, they should have listened to the last two people, because I refer to you the last two artists. Edye and Kat are great members of and examples of the best of that tradition, and I'm honored to follow them. And
Thank you.
with that, I can't.
I second that. I second that, and I tell you what, you're right about that. And I'm going to remove the spotlight. Okay, Ace, you got it all by yourself now.
All right, so
Ace Pounder, folks, he's a Dallas guy now. He's from Pennsylvania or someplace.
I'm
used
actually
to
in
be.
Plano. Yeah, I'm from.
You're in
Pittsburgh.
Plano. Well, you and the next guy, you and Larry
Yeah, I
Beaver are
did.
both Plano. Yeah.
Of course, for the last year and a half, being in the same town is like being in the same galaxy. That's great. Can't see you, but all right. Yeah.
Okay.
But hopefully we'll all get together in the near future, and my backyard will always be open to any and all to sit around and, well, in my case, drink whiskey. Okay, all you.
And smoke cigars, right?
Yeah, I do.
Smoke cigars. Okay.
But I do it outside, so all the people who are not into such things can sit on the other side of the porch and laugh at me, which they do frequently.
So what are you gonna play for us today? You gonna play the banjo? Or you gonna do the piano too?
I'm taking advantage of the fact people ask me. I was trying to explain what was so cool about the Zoom thing in music, and some of it is not so much fun because we're all kind of people. That's why we write songs, okay? And so I like to be around my fellow musicians. But on the other hand, this does allow one really cool thing, and that is I am a multi-instrumentalist. No, that doesn't mean anything weird or immoral. I just play a lot of instruments. It's not like I'm a thespian. Okay, great. Theater joke, guys. Okay. But I'm bummed, yeah. But seriously. So, but it's fun to play different instruments, so I'm going to play a bunch of them tonight.
Okay. Well, you got 30 minutes.
All righty, thank you. I also want to say that to use this as an ad for Tone Shop Guitars, who took this banjo that I've been fighting for 3 years, and all of a sudden it sounds great. These people are very, very good. They reworked this, and also I'll play a little bit on my Telecaster. They're very, very good. So, Tone Shop Guitars. Anyway, this song, the only reason I'm still doing this song is because Harry liked it one time. This was just a song I wrote specifically for the banjo, and it was kind of for me, and I didn't think anybody else would be particularly interested. But Harry said, no, that's interesting. So, this is for my father. And my father was a man of integrity. Dad was a looking you in the eye, shake your hand kind of person. And this, I think, is about him. Well, I'm not all that great looking. And yes, I'm overweight. I never expected life to be served up on a plate. I know that I'm not the richest guy, but when all is said and done, I am who I'm supposed to be. I am my father's son. I am my father's son. I am my father's son. I know who I'm supposed to be. I am my father's son. Well, I'm no good at the money stuff. I'm not the flashy kind. My riches are my wife and friends. They are who make me smile. I like to sit and chat with pals and with our dogs have fun and strive to find integrity and be my father's son. I am my father's son. I am my father's son. I am who I'm supposed to be. I am my father's son. For my dad.
Is he gone?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Is your dad still alive?
No, he's been gone for 15 years
Yeah.
now. He was a remarkable guy. Good man indeed.
I'll bet.
I learned stuff about him at his memorial service. He was a bigger deal than I thought. He was a very modest person, and I appreciate that, especially in this time when everybody's, me.
Yeah.
Dad was not me. Dad was, And now, without further ado, we take guitar number 2, which is a wonderful guitar basically designed for finger picking. I've come out of the proverbial closet as a guitar nerd. Talking to the tone shop guys, I'm talking this. I haven't talked to anybody. Edye went through and did the whole thing. She had the same experience I had when I was young. Went out there and played music, but I just went. I lost it. It was too difficult to do, and I've only come back recently. But it is wonderful to get some of that stuff back, and one of those is finger picking. Although I don't know if I compare to Ian on the finger picking, but I'll do my best. Anyway, this is a very silly song. This comes from a conversation I had with Mark David Manders, who's a very nice fellow and used to be my neighbor and gym buddy. And it was funny, we were in the gym and he said, what do you do? And he said, well, I'm a songwriter. And I said, well, damn, I used to be a songwriter. I still sort of am. I still kind of write. And so we got to be friends. And one time we were in the parking lot and he dropped his iPhone and it cracked. And while I was talking to him, and he picked it up and we looked at it, and he said, maybe I can sell it on eBay because, it looks like something, right? We both laughed. And I thought, that'd be a great song. So, for Mark, wherever he is, I was standing by the stovetop making pancakes while my family waited patiently. Just as I began to pour the batter, I was interrupted by a call from me. By the time that I returned, the pan was smoking. I scraped and pulled that pancake free. But just before I could toss it in the garbage, I saw a face looking back at me. It kinda looked like Elvis, though maybe it was Moses, though it could have been Jesus or Friar Tuck. There must be someone out there on eBay, so I can sell it and make a buck. Then while almost to my office with my coffee, my arm was smacked by a running SVP. The coffee went flying in slow motion and landed with a splash all over me. My clean white shirt suddenly was mocha. I closed the door and I wriggled free. Just as I went to hang it in the closet, I saw a face looking back at me. Kinda looked like Elvis, though maybe it was Moses, though it could have been Jesus or Friar Tuck. There must be a buyer somewhere on eBay, so I can sell it and change my luck. Well, I was fumbling in my pocket for my car keys. Work was out and I was feeling pretty wound. As I hit reverse, I felt a little better. But it was then that I heard that awful crunching sound. I saw my battered iPhone on the pavement, lying where it really shouldn't be. But just before I tossed it in the back seat, I saw a face looking back at me. It was the face of Sauron, or was it L. Ron Hubbard? It could have been Nixon or Chairman Mao. Maybe it was Reagan or the late Merle Haggard. And I just stood there and just said, wow, it kinda looked like Elvis. Oh, maybe it was Moses, though it could have been Jesus or Friar Tuck. There must be a buyer somewhere on eBay, so I can sell it. Hey, what the heck? Little silliness, I never hurt anybody. All right, the next one I sort of struggled with whether I should do or not, but I'm going to do it because, as I said, when I talk to people about Texas music, I am kind of a ambassador for it, and this is after Juneteenth is a Texas holiday first and foremost, and so I am going to dedicate this to that. It's if the symbolism isn't obvious enough, it's ridding ourselves of the devil of intolerance and hatred from all of us. So anyway. Hard to kill the devil when he's been around so long. It's hard to kill the devil when he's been around so long. But we can stand together and sing out that is wrong. It leaves suspicion, fear, and terror, conning you to believe that evil reigns. The devil bet the human worst on us. He put his cash on hate. He hoped that race would break our souls and we'd forget what's made us great, but he was wrong. He misunderestimated you and me. If we cannot kill the devil, banish him, just you see. Let's chase the devil. This time we shall not miss. Come, let's chase the devil. This time we shall not miss. We will chase him from our garden and ban his racist viper's hiss. That's the end of the serious ones. Actually, I shouldn't say serious because the next one is very serious.
Oh, this is the guitar you had worked on?
Yeah, this is my new best friend. I love this guitar. It's I've for years. I mean, you know, even when I wasn't playing music, you know, I used to sit around, play with friends, or just play for myself, play country music. And I always thought, man, I love the sound of the Telecaster. And then I went through a couple that I bought or friends I played, and I just wasn't happy with it. It just didn't sound like what I wanted it to sound like. And I bought this one on pure speculation in one of those ads that my wife tells me, don't do that, you know. Guilty. So anyway, I bought this, but it turned out, son of a gun, to be a good guitar. And when I got it first, it was just this crazy thing, and I put it aside. And I got, again, Tone Shop. Speaking for Tone Shop, they fixed it up, and they did a beautiful job. I mean, really, really, really super job. It plays really well. And so, actually, this, I usually wouldn't play this on the Telecaster, but I'm going to play just about everything on the Telecaster for a while. So, you know, if you see this, it's me. You know, I just like this. So, I mean, heck, the brand is, it's the Merle Haggard model. You know, what for me, what more could I want? You know, so anyway, this song is for my beloved. I look your way and feel you sway my heartbeat. Yes, you're the lass who once enchanted me. The kids say together we are so sweet. You'll always be just beautiful to me. To me, you're still the golden sun in wintertime. A few lifelines can't obscure that truth from me. Confident you waltz through life in perfect time. You'll always be just beautiful to me. Your glance still flashes stormy grace and beauty. Just deeper and more complex, like vintage wine, sorry. And frankly, you are still quite a cutie. I always melt when you put your hand in mine. I'm still a goofball when you smile and giggle. My heart still jumps when you look back at me. The twinkle in your eyes remains a riddle. You'll always be just beautiful to me. There. Thank you. Now, my next, later, cat. Great to hear you, man. Friend, man, woman. Yes. Yes, the next one is going to require more coordination than I normally display. I am going to, camera 3, could you move this over? Yeah, there. Talking to camera 3. They'll have this together in a minute. Yeah, just, live TV. This is what happens. But also lets me play the piano. I love to play the piano. Anyway, okay. Going from one love song to my wife to the next, am I still hearable?
Yes, I hear you.
I mean, you need to, okay, cool. This is about, as I said, love song for my wife. About, the most important things for all of us who've traveled and been here and there and done this and that. I don't want to sound like the Wizard of Oz, but there's some truth to the idea that your home is really just no place like home. So. Or in our case, the back porch. We've hiked the Alps in Switzerland, climbed the steps to Sacré-Cœur, tasted champagne in a limestone cave with a generous Grand Monsieur. We've walked around the Vondel Park, heard the cows all moo, but nothing there can ever compare to sitting on the porch with you. We strolled through Bruges in the summertime, sipped Alsatian wine in spring, waited for hours in Gare Nord, sitting with everything. Been late for dinner in Montmartre, like the Shenandoahs through, but nothing there could ever compare to sitting on the porch with you. Smell the roses and pet some noses. Feel the wind lift through the breeze. With the dogs at our feet. Ah, this is so sweet. This is what life should be. No, smell the roses, pet some noses, feel the wind rush through the trees. With the dogs at our feet, isn't life sweet? Isn't this what life should be? Some people say I'm boring, I don't have enough to do. Nothing under the sun is nearly as fun as sitting on the porch with you. How am I doing? Oh, I have time for one more?
One more.
All right. Oh, I'm going to do this. I apologize beforehand because this is kind of a downer. And I was going to do a more uplifting song, but I just like this song. And everybody's been so good tonight, I feel like I need to keep the A-game stuff as opposed to... Let's hear Seth play around on the piano for one. So anyway, this is written to my... I had a human best friend and a canine best friend, and they both passed away in the last year, and it's been difficult. So this is written for my human best friend, but that's what it's about. I can't seem to find the festivity, the tradition that defines this season. My shoulders droop against the cold, and I understand the reason why I'm down. It doesn't feel like New Year's without the big guy. I just don't feel inspired much this year. I'm sure there'll be parades and college football games, but the absence of his presence simply shrouds the day in pain. Doesn't feel like New Year's without the big guy. No smell of port and kraut perfume the air. No sneaking out for booze or laughing at the news, or sitting on the back porch exchanging intoxicated views. Doesn't feel like New Year's without the big guy. But we're grateful for the time that he is here, he was here. The grandkids will carry on beyond what we have known, and they'll cherish all the moments that they spent with him alone. But it doesn't feel like New Year's at all. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ace Pounder. I
Thank
tell
you
you
for
what,
your kind
Ace.
attention.
I like all your songs and I like all your instruments, but I think I like the keyboard best when you do that. The ones you do on the keyboard, they seem like they just have go a little bit deeper down inside you. So
I think you're exactly right. That's the earliest thing, Harry. I learned to do two things when I was 8 years old. I learned how to shoot and I learned how to play the piano, and they're both with me to this day. So
that's great. That's great. Hey, great set.
thank you, my friend.
And no one can ever accuse you of not being a songwriter. I tell you that. You're good. Thank you for being part of the show. Ace Pounder, folks.
My pleasure.
He's got another name, but I'm not going to tell you.
They'll look me up, and then they'll try to get me to
look
do
up Ace Pounder.
advertising
He's got
for
another
him.
name.
Yeah.
He's got a songwriting name, and he's got a performing name.
Yes.
And today he's using his performing name. So.
Yes, that's
Okay.
right.
Well,
Thank you for putting up with my silliness too.
my pleasure. We'll talk at you later. We get this other guy up here now.
Absolutely.
All right, folks. Now we got a real treat. We got Larry Beamer, and he's last but not least. This guy, he writes such great songs, funny songs, great songs. He could have been a staff writer at one of them big publishing companies down there in Nashville if he'd tried. So, how you doing today, Larry?
I'm fine. I appreciate the invite. It's the first time the bar has been set so high I can only see the bottom of it. We had a great group today. I mean, it's been very well. Like I said, I'm just humbled to be on the same 2 or 3 hours with those folks. It's gonna be. This song kind of says it all. I think. Harry, I co-write alone. And I tried to get out of that, and so I went over to a gentleman's house, Tim Masha, and he lives in Garland. And I said, Tim, I got this song, and I said, I think it's just missing something. I said, it's probably a bridge, and he helped me with that. So I actually co-write with an actual human being in front of me, which was really, really a unique experience. And it's called, it kind of fits right in here because it's called Easy to Leave, but you'll find out why it fits in. Everybody's been saying it's so hard to follow. It goes like this. You were easy to leave, so hard to follow. Your love was like a bitter pill, baby. So hard to swallow. How can I miss you when you won't go away? And you keep on calling every other day. You were easy to leave, but so hard to follow. I have a vision of you, but my feelings are hollow. silhouette comes into view. Then it fades to black. So what can I do? Guess I'll go to the liquor store where I first saw you. Gonna get me a bottle, drink down a memory or two. It's just a down payment on a bill that's past due. That's the price I pay for my time with you. Easy to leave, but so hard to follow. You made it easy for me, so hard on tomorrow. Well, you were easy to leave, so hard to follow. You made it easy on me, but hard on tomorrow. Yeah, you were easy to leave, so hard to follow.
That's a good one. Is that new? Or I just hadn't heard it.
Well, we co-wrote that about, I guess, a month ago. Fairly new.
Yeah.
And now another gentleman that I tried to co-write with gave me an idea of a song, and I went over to his house, tried to co-write it in front of him, and I just didn't have any luck. And I went home, and a couple of weeks later, I sent him this song. His name is Baxter Taylor. He's a songwriter, singer-songwriter, folk songwriter from the 60s. He's been to the award shows too, and as a matter of fact, he was a co-writer on that Marie Laveau reference that was made in the song. So Baxter invited me over to his house many times, and I'm working to try and co-write in front of him, but sometimes, like I said, I'm not used to it, and I do my best co-writing alone. So I wrote this song, and what he did was he came back and said, "Larry, I just want a different ending on it," and so he sent me back texting a different ending, and I kind of massaged it too. But it's called Screen Door. It goes like this. Guess I better take this capo off. We don't need it anymore. Today the sun is shining, but somewhere a storm is rolling in. This old farm takes a life of work just to get the crops to come in. Frida makes coffee, served around 5 a.m. Spencer goes off to the fields where his workday begins. 'Cause what's here today might be gone tomorrow. Nothing lasts forever but the wind. It can change direction, it can even shape the land. If you listen real close, it can make a screen door slam. Spencer hears the bells for dinner. That's the time he likes the best. Then he lays his dead pet on a pillow to get some needed rest. You see, this old farm takes a life of work just to get the crops to come in. And if you listen real close, you might hear a screen door slam. 'Cause what's here today might be gone tomorrow. Nothing lasts forever but the wind. It can change direction, it can even shape the land. And if you listen close, you might hear a screen door slam again. Then one night a storm blew in, tore that farmhouse to the ground. People searched through the rubble, but Spencer and Frida were never found. When you're out in the country, the change of weather is on the wind. You might hear a voice call out, "You coming in again?" 'Cause what's here today might be gone tomorrow. Nothing lasts forever but the wind. Change direction, it can even shape the land. And if you listen real close, you might hear a screen door slam again. See, these old farms take a life of work just to get the crops to come in. If you listen real close, you might hear a screen door slam again. These old farms take a life of work just to get the crops to come in. And if you listen real close, you might hear a screen door slam again. I did the best I could with that one. Not my best. That's the most recent song that I've written, and
It's gonna be a good one.
I hope to get it down where I can play it a little better for y'all. There was a songwriter here in Dallas that knew me back in the days when I was playing out live with a bunch of local singer-songwriters out at the bars. And he asked me to co-write a song with him, and gave me some ideas. And I went off, and the thing about this gentleman, his name is Edye. He kept after me. Have you got any ideas? Have you heard any music? And I said, well, I'm working on it, Wade. And I finally ended up massaging the idea he gave me, and to the point where it's called "Drinking Your Memories Down." The song goes like this. This is for Wade. I got that song co-written. Crown Royal neon hangs on the wall, and a jukebox sits down below. It's full of records that help me wind down here where your memories go. I always wanted to write you a song, but I never knew quite what to say. You see, I'm shackled by memories locked in my mind that I'm reliving today. And you're the queen of my memories. These empty bottles make up your crown. I'll add some more before I hit the floor, drinking your memories down. An old worn out spring pulls down on the arm as a needle finds a track to my soul. Then a familiar voice takes me back in time as the years they come and they go. A nickel, a memory, double shots or a dime, press shuffle, repeat or delay. But if out of nowhere you press B12, cold, cold heart starts to play. And you're the queen of my memories. These empty bottles make up your crown. And I'll add some more before I hit the floor, drinking your memories down. Now some neon lights, well, they haunt me, but in my mind I'm over you. And I'll live with the mistakes that I made, even when I looked like a fool. I'll just pick another stack of these old 45s that fit in just like a glove. And when I press play, I'll get through today with help from the good Lord above. And you're the queen of my memories. These empty bottles make up your crown. And I'll add some more before I hit the floor, drinking your memories down. Yeah, you're a queen of memories. These empty bottles make up your crown. And I'll add some more before I hit the floor, as I'm drinking your memories down. Oh, you guys,
That's a great hook line.
I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
This next song I wrote on the mandolin, and I played it in the coffee houses, and Baxter Taylor, would come and listen. Again, a singer-songwriter friend of mine. I'm just honored to be a friend of his. And he said, "Larry, I like that song called Starlight." He goes, I'd like to add a verse to it. It took us about 6 months to agree on a verse because when I wrote the song, I wrote this song 20, 30 years ago, and it just took a while to add a verse, but I think he did a really good job of adding to the song. The song is called Starlight, and it goes like this. I just don't have my mandolin in front of me. Starlight, star bright, the first star that I see tonight. I wish I may and I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. I'd wish to be with you, spend one more day with you. And when my day was done, I'd wish for another one. Starlight, star bright, the first star that I see tonight. I wish I may and I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. I'd wish to be with you, spend one more night with you, feel the warmth of your tender touch, and taste the kiss I miss so much. It's just an old nursery rhyme, I wish our can come true. I'll make my wish tonight, but the answer depends on you. So starlight, star bright, the first star that I see tonight. I wish I may and I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. I wish to be with you, spend all of my time with you. And when my time was through, I'd have lived a dream come true. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. Oh, y'all are too kind to listen. We've heard so many love songs tonight. They really touched my heart, and you know, I know my love songs touch other places. So, you know, this is from a man's perspective about love, and I'm not going to presume that I know anything about it at 67 years old. So, but this song I wrote well before that. So this is when I actually thought I knew what love was. It's called Love, just as a good name for it, I thought. Love, look what you done to me. You made me a fool for all the world to see. And then you broke my heart, and you made me cry. Then you left me alone, and I don't know why. 'Cause Love, it spells misery, cold nights at home, sitting all alone, and there's just one word that describes this pain. Honey, it ain't love. Baby, it's your name. All right. Cause L-O-V-E, you made a wreck of me. You tore my world apart, left me in the dark, where I had a dream, and I hope that it comes true. I started over again with somebody new. L-O-V-E, it's meaningless to me, a four-letter word I wished I never heard. So I believe there's only one thing left to do. When I spell love, well, it ain't Y-O-U. Yeah, when I spell love, well, it ain't Y-O-U.
Encore. Encore.
Yes, I know.
Encore.
Just a Larry Beamer love song. Well, it's hard to compete with all those other heart-wrenching love songs we've heard today. I just throw that out there, and hopefully it touches you somewhere. It certainly touched me.
That's a HIT song. That's a hit song right there.
That was definitely a good.
Go ahead.
Do us another one. Yeah, one
more.
You take us home. Yeah.
All right, take y'all home. All right, this kind of follows up with the previous song. It goes like this. It's called "Not Today." Well, these four walls are closing in on me. Skies above are all that I see. 'Cause me and my baby, we ain't getting along. And when everything seems to be off track, it's because she ain't coming back. Not today, she ain't coming back. Not today, she ain't coming back. No how, nowhere, hey, not today. Up this morning, 9:15. I sat there sipping coffee, just wasting time. Then I rushed off to work, and I punched in late. Still everything seems to be off track. It's because she ain't coming back. Not today, she ain't coming back. Not today, she ain't coming back. No how, nowhere, no way. Not today. Now I can't figure for the life of me What it was I did that made her leave. Well, it'll take time for me to figure it out. I can't find an answer. Well, there's no doubt that I won't chase something I can't catch. 'Cause when things seems to be off track, it's because she ain't coming back. Not today. She ain't coming back. Not today. She ain't coming back. No how, nowhere, no way. Not today. One more time. Not today. She ain't coming back. Not today. She ain't coming back. No how, nowhere, no way. Not today.
Thank you,
Too kind
Larry.
to me. Well, thank you, Harry, for hosting this and for inviting me back again.
Well, thank you, Larry Beamer. That was a great set, and thank you, everybody. Look at there, they're all here. I tell you what, I don't know. This might have been the best show yet, folks. This is right up there at the top. Every one of you, thanks. Every one of you is different, and every one of you is great in your own way, and I appreciate it. And this is gonna be a great video to go back and watch. So thank you, everyone of you, Edye, and Ace, and Joe, and Larry, and Ian's not here. Ian had to go, and Kat, she had to go, but thank you all too. So if y'all will, push that little red button down there and the show will be over. Kind of wave at everybody. Wave. Thank you. Thank you very much. And all you folks over on Facebook, thank you for watching. Thank you, Edye. See ya. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye, folks. See y'all.